Hi, I'm James Francis. I'm the owner of Digital Prosperity. I've decided to write and launch a book about how you can make tons of money through your own online business, all while traveling the world. In this series, you'll see me hopefully make it a bestseller while maintaining my own online business and enjoying my personal life with my girlfriend. So join me. So it's very early and the hotel lights have only just come on, so I need to be very quiet, but it's time to go for the supercar driver secret meet. I'm so excited. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a few seconds. Oh my god! This is so cool. It's like I'm a kid in a candy shop. Look at all of these amazing cars. It's ridiculous. There's so many millions of dollars of cars here. I'm so excited. We're now about to go on the track. We booked a track session and you're going to experience it through our eyes as well. So let's go. Okay, so we're now on the track. We're so ready to go, just waiting a few more minutes to go, but we're going to have a little challenge when we do this. We're not just going to be recording the lap, but also we're going to have a challenge, which is the lap cars. Oh, so nice. So good. Which is going to be a keep the camera steady challenge. So as we go around the lap, Lee, who is currently recording next to me, is going to try and keep the camera steady while we go around a track at above 100 miles an hour, which is going to be incredible. Very difficult, but also good. As you can see, the dash is very, very big here as well. So it's all big. I can see it. Hopefully you can get a taste of that too. And I just want to show you the experience. Whether you're into cars or not, this is still going to be very fun and hopefully very funny as well. So stay tuned.
Already. Oh no. Oh my god, you prick! My ribs! Slow. Like my life depends on it.
How's the challenge going?
My arms hurt. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Now we have some traction issues there. Did you feel that under your feet? Oh my god.
My ass. Oh my god. I can't even speak.
Okay, go.
Oh!
70, 78, 89, 90, 100, 110.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay?
Another one actually making its way.
Don't like G-Force.
You look so pale.
Don't like G-Force. There's things.
Down towards the end of the pit lane now.
Good morning. So the plan for today was to go to the chapel in the north of England just to show you around there. However, it's currently being renovated and we've run out of time for today. We have to get to London later today to spend 3 days there before going to Denver in America. But first I wanted to see my parents before I leave, so we're on the way to my parents. But first I thought I'd stop off at the place I used to work. You're going to see inside the exact area, I guess, the exact aisle that I used to work, stacking bread and cakes about 11 years ago when I first started my very first business. So you're going to see inside there, so let's go. Walking down this aisle reminded me of the time when I used to work there. I hated it. Every day they would give me a piece of cardboard broken off from one of the boxes to write down my massive to-do list. My job involved stacking bread and cakes on shelves, and that was pretty much it. It definitely wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, which is about when I started my online business. Okay, so that was fun, wasn't it? So hopefully you enjoyed that little inside look into where I used to work. It was a little bit awkward in there with everyone staring at me with a camera in my hand, so I didn't do like a kind of, hey, look at me, this is where I used to work kind of thing. So hopefully you enjoyed the voiceover. Now we're going to see my parents and visit them, say hello before going to London to enjoy London for a few days before going to Denver. So yeah, we'll get on the freeway after that and we'll catch up with you soon. Okay, so it is the next day since we left off. We've been in London about 24 hours or so now, and today what we've done is basically we had breakfast, we did a few things like walked around London, a few places, and did a lot of shopping, and that's about it really. There's nothing worthy on video, so I thought I'd give you this little update about how things are going while Michelle is in the shower, just getting ready for this evening's meal. We're going to be having a nice steak, which will be incredible, and then going to a place called Borley McBorlison, which is I think it's Borley McBorlison or Borley Borlison in London. Basically an adult ball pond, right, with glow-in-the-dark balls, a cocktail place there as well, and it's going to be really fun, just reliving our childhood, right? Another thing as well before I leave you today is something I want to share with you here, which is today I have done about 30 minutes work, okay? And when I woke up this morning, I had an email from PayPal at 9 AM. And if I adjust the focus here, you may be able to see that, but basically it's an email from PayPal saying you've received a payment of $375 US. Next email, a few minutes later, you've received a payment of $500. So just as I woke up this morning, that's $875 on vacation. Now I have been getting these sorts of payments every single day, but I don't like to share them with you because I feel it's a bit braggy and a bit douchey, like, look how much money I'm making, you know. I hate doing that, but a lot of people like to see that kind of stuff, so I just thought I'd share that with you just while I'm on that sort of topic, right? But yeah, that's $875 today, just on vacation, shopping. So not only have I've obviously spent money on clothes and stuff and a new suit, so I've actually made a profit while spending money today, which is pretty cool. And that happens every single day, pretty much. Some days are obviously better than others. Some days it'll be $3,000. Some days it'll be $500 or something like that. But over the course of a month, it matches up to the income that I show you in my courses, in my, in my book and everything else, and my sales pages and so on. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump on my laptop right now, and we can have a look at this e-proof and see how it's getting on. Okay, so this is the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, finally, let's have a look. Okay. So the cover graphic, let's zoom into this. That looks good. Obviously it's not going to be that dark, it's just the way it's showing up on the thing. That's the back, perfect. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that looks good. Let's look at the front without the overlay thing. Yeah, the colours are good on there. That is good. Close that, download the proof. So this is going to be the cover. Of course, it has big words of proof across it, so I don't mistake this as like, why is there all this white space around the side and everything else? You know, that's just the front. And we can go into the next page here. Let's see, so that's the cover page, that's the inside, blank page, final edition, disclaimer, acknowledgements, table of contents is there, that's good. Note from the author. So by the way, if you think the positioning is weird with there being a big space on the left and then a small space on the right, that's because when the book opens, if you imagine it, you've got the center column, I guess, like the center line where the pages are glued together and whatever, or stapled, whatever it is. There obviously needs to be an allowance for that. I think it's called the gutter of the book, you know? So that's cool. So let's go ahead, scroll through the book. Make sure it looks good. And you are getting a sneak preview of the book here, by the way. So we've done that, so now it's time for the actions, okay? So Dish of Prosperity approves this title for production and inclusion on the print-on-demand wholesale distribution channel. Approves it without inclusion on the print-on-demand. Only, okay. So yeah, so we want to include it in the print-on-demand wholesale distribution channels, which is a fancy way of saying we want it in Amazon, we want it in Barnes & Noble, we want it in all of the bookstores around the world. So it's not just for the US or the UK, it's going to be all over the world, which is incredible! As you can tell, I'm very excited. I want a confirmation email to my personal email account just to make sure. And we click on continue. Do you want to promote your title? Yes, because why wouldn't you want to promote your title? So now we need to fill in a short description. We've already got that from before. Advertising media, advanced catalogue. So I'm not sure about this advertising insertion because obviously I do my own advertising as a marketer. And I'm like, do we need this? Is it worth $85? As far as I could tell, the only marketing extra was to have it listed on Goodreads. I could have done that myself. My book was listed on Amazon, wrong Amazon placement, no actual sales, not one. So yeah, let's ignore that. You know, my instinct would have said, you know, they know what they're doing, but of course that's not always the case. So I'm going to go proceed without advertising. I can of course market the book myself as a marketer specifically. This order is not submitted until payment has been accepted below, which is 0, because if you use a coupon code, you get it for free with your first book, which is great. Publisher hereby authorizes Lightning Source, which is Ingram Spark, to establish the book titles in the database. That all looks great. I accept. Fingers crossed it works. Thank you. Your order has been submitted for processing. Do not use the back button, otherwise you'll go and screw up the whole thing. Duplicate credit card charges. So that's great. So this book has now just been submitted for publishing. It's been such a long process. I started this back in November. It is now April the 4th. So a long time. So many people have spent years creating books. You know, I've heard Russell Brunson wrote his book over the course of a year. I've done it since April, November, so 5 months, roughly 5 to 6 months or so, because it was midway through November, so, you know, 5.5 months, which is, I think, very good. It's been very stressful, very time-consuming. I've just been writing the book whenever I've had time in my business, which is actually quite often, so I've been able to do that quite quickly. And I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to go out and get ready to go out because it's now very late and we still haven't eaten our evening meal. I want to go and play in the ball pond like a giant child and celebrate with some cocktails and some drinks as well. So have a great night. I'll see you soon. Good morning, it's about 11 AM and we've just had breakfast and, you know, packed our cases and so on. And now it's time to go to the airport to travel to Denver. So let's go. Coming up in the next episode. Okay, so I just got the word that the book has been delivered, which is actually the proof copy of the book, just so we can see what it's like. There we go.
Oh my god.